Hi friend, welcome to Acre by the water. My name is Krystle. And Phil was staring at me. He made me laugh. So yeah, this is Phil, and we just bought our first house. If you've seen the series, we have been doing a bit of renovations here and there, and cleaning a lot. And oh, hello, Hustle. He just had an asthma attack. He's okay, right? He's okay right now. Okay, so right now, well, I'm so happy because in 3 days we give the keys to our apartment and we have nothing to do there anymore. And we're so stressed that he's gonna... Sorry, I'm distracting myself with the smell of ginger. I have to do some ginger shots today. That's actually what I'm gonna be doing. But yeah. I'm gonna go get some honey, and let me tell you why I'm stressed. Because we painted all of the apartment and we cleaned everything, and then I called up that same day the landlord to set up what day we are giving him the keys, and he told us like a big resume of like the kind of damage that was already there when we got the keys in 2023, and he was like, so now you know what I'm expecting, like in the sense that there cannot be any other damage possible or else we will be paying for them. And I'm looking for honey and I can't find anything here. I didn't get the time to unpack the pantry. I'm just searching for things here and there. But yeah. So we're kind of scared that he's gonna find something to charge us. Something that we didn't know that we damaged, or I don't know. But yeah, this is very stressful. Where the hell? Oh my god, right there. Honey. Da, 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 da. Yeah, sugar. Honey. So yeah, anyways, all this to say that it's the only part left for us to be free from that apartment. We did like the final tour ourselves to make sure we didn't forget anything, to make sure that everything was clean. And to my standard, oh my god, I forgot the blender. Is it downstairs? I think it is. Yeah. So to our standards, it's perfect. But he's very, very picky, as I mentioned in other videos. Okay, blender. Where? Oh, there you go. It's right there. And it's in a bag. How convenient. So we're stressed. If you've seen the other video that I talk about that I'm in the apartment cleaning or painting, I don't remember which one, I mentioned that he had us pay for a paint job at one of the other apartments we had with him. And yeah, because it wasn't painted to his standards. And this time we like bought exactly the same paint he buys, which is like, it's white with a tiny hint of gray. It's called Saint Laurent gray, but it's white. So it's like he sets people up for failure, I feel like, because like you're gonna want to repaint everything in white, but it's not exactly the same white, so it shows if you didn't go at paint certain spots. I don't know. It's just maybe my pessimist way of looking at it. I don't know. I'm just sick of this apartment. Anyways. Let's hope this goes well. And I will be keeping you updated. for now, I'm concentrating on ginger shots, and Phil is shoveling snow. And Stencil is on the counter. What are you doing? It's winter, and ginger shots is usually what I use to combat flu and cold. I haven't had anything yet. Knock on wood, wherever wood is. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, elderberries. Because that's another thing we fight flu with. And I'm searching everything because we just unpacked things pretty quickly. Elderberry. There you go. If I have time, I'll make elderberry syrup also. So I guess it's a flu fighting recipe kind of day. I'll take you along if you want to see me try to organize my pantry, aka Negan, if anyone wants to see what I end up doing. I don't even know how I'm gonna decorate or organize that pantry. I feel like I want, like, if you've got, like, I think you've seen downstairs I think I showed it, the shelves. I think I want a fourth one because I'm probably gonna put some like small appliances there, like the blender. Bleh. Oh my god, sorry, I'm French, so I'm always searching for my words. I will probably put the blender down there and like the food processor and stuff like that because I don't use them that often. I have like a tiny, like a super small blender. For some reason my camera stopped recording. But I was just saying, what was I saying? That I will take you along when I start organizing Negan, and maybe you guys, if you have some advice on how like you would do the pantry in that room. It's gonna be a huge pantry, like it's a full room, it's a full bedroom. I'm so happy, I'm so lucky, honestly. Like I can't wait. Anyways, so I just washed the ginger. Basically, if you've never had ginger shots, it's just sorry, I'm not sure if you can hear me when I'm there, so I like pause. Ginger shots, it's basically just, well, that's how I do it. I don't know, I've never had one that's already done like in store, so I don't even know if I'm doing it correctly, but this is what I do. And I'm never sick. Phil and I never get any flu or cold, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I feel like it does. How I do it is basically just ginger, bottled lemon juice, or fresh if you have some, a bit of turmeric, and some honey, of course. So these all have extremely good benefits for your health. Hello. Oh. Hustle. Thibaut. Like I always mention, he doesn't like when I speak English. Something about my monotone voice. Anyways, it's full of good things for you. Antioxidants, it's anti-inflammatory, it's good for the metabolism, it's extremely good for digestion, and it's an immunity boost also. Turmeric is also very good for your health. There's like properties in there. I'm not a doctor or not like herbalist or anything, so don't quote me on anything, but like I've heard some good things about turmeric and cancer fighting and stuff like that. So it's just very good. I didn't wash my hands. Re-wash my hands. We like to have ginger shots on hand. usually all winter long. This is a package from Costco, just organic ginger I got from Costco. I used to get it from a farm and it was way too expensive, and it was organic. It was the same thing, and so I just ended up taking it at Costco since they have the organic version. But yeah, I usually get like, maybe I do 6 pounds of ginger at a time. And this time I only have this. This is all I have. It's 1.75 pounds. So it's going to be a very small amount just to have some on hand. But I will be making more. Yeah, like usually, like I said, I usually buy about 6 pounds. I've done 10 pounds, 12 pounds also. And then we make it a day, Phil and I. I just want to show you how we drink it. We just take these little things for sauce, and we take a shot every morning. I don't measure anything. I just always do everything with my heart and with my eyes and with my stomach. So just trust yourself. If you've never done this, it's very easy. It's nothing special. I don't even like, well, it is special actually, because we really like ginger shots, but it's nothing special in the sense that it's complicated. Stencil? She's like crying. Yeah, I just chop it up. I don't even peel it. That's what I was saying. Phil asked if I could make them stronger. I don't like super. Sorry, I hurt my neck this week, so I'm having a hard time. But yeah, I usually don't make them super strong. Like I put a bit more water and a bit more honey in it because I don't like spicy stuff. But Phil asked if I could make it just a bit stronger, so I'm gonna try to resist the urge of adding more honey. So this is a different video than what I usually do. I don't know if everyone that usually watches my video is gonna appreciate this one, but let me know. Let me know if you like this. Eventually I will be sharing some recipes, and I'll be sharing some gardening. So this is pretty much what this channel is going to become. It's going to become a homesteading channel. Right now I feel like it's a floor cleaning channel, because that's like what I've done the most, is clean floors. But yeah, we're trying to make this first house a little humble homestead. I have been homesteading kind of for a little bit from our apartment. This is annoying, it keeps moving. But there's so much you could do in an apartment. Like I couldn't have a garden. I had to have grow bags behind our tattoo shop in the city because I wasn't allowed to grow plants on my balcony. And anyways, it was a small balcony. So I can't wait to have a real garden this year. I'm probably gonna ask you guys a lot of advice on gardening, because I've only gardened in grow bags and pots. So I'm an expert for pots and grow bags, but not in actual like soil. I would really like to have not grow bags, oh my god, to have raised beds. But a lot of our budget this year is going to go on redoing the roof and fixing the cracks in the foundation and renovating the whole basement. We will see, but yeah, all of our money is going into renovations. That's more important than having raised beds. So this year I'll probably just be focusing on soil. Stencil is having zoomies. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on soil health this year. Try to build my soil up in the garden. And I don't think I'll plan anything. If I do, it's not gonna be much. What I will do though is start some tomatoes at least and grow them in grow bags this year while I'm working on the soil up in the garden, just so that at least I have tomatoes for salsas, maybe a couple of onions and a couple of peppers, if I can bring all of my grow bags from the shop here. We'll see. But yeah, I want to at least be able to make salsa. I think we have enough pickled beets for the whole year. What else? Yeah, everything's gonna have to wait a bit. But if I can at least have a lot of salsa, that's the most important canned food for some reason for us. I didn't know we ate so much salsa until I started making it. Anyways, all this to say that this channel will become a homesteading channel, so I'll try to have a bit of everything in here, like of course gardening, and we will be sharing our renovations this spring and summer, and some more house tours. Every time I do something in the house, like finish unpacking and stuff, I want to share that too. We want to make a little fire pit, get rid of the pool, so I'll share all of that. And yeah, my intention is also to share a couple of recipes. So let me know in the comments what you guys really like to watch, if you're interested in seeing anything homestead, or if there's one subject in particular you prefer or whatever. Okay, so this is what it ended up being, 1.75 pounds. So I think I can make like 2 small batches with this. I could just make, this could make 1 batch, but I want to make 2 small batches with this. I don't want to overwhelm the blender. I've never done such a small amount. We like to have a lot in the freezer for future use, and then I love the smell. And then we take it out of the freezer when we need it. And in the winter we always have some, but because of the move, we haven't been keeping up to date, I guess, with making ginger shots. But usually when I do a big batch, this batch will probably just go in the fridge. I think it's gonna last maybe a week or 2, we'll see. But usually when I make a big batch, I will pour it in little ice cube trays and freeze them and continue filling them up until they're all, it's all frozen or whatever. And these little cubes, I put them in a big freezer Ziploc bag, and we take as many cubes out as we need for the week. Sometimes I'll freeze them in these little kind of Tupperwares. They're not Tupperware, but it's like a, what is this called? Sometimes we'll just pour it in there to about like 3/4, and we'll freeze those instead of doing ice cubes, just because it takes less time. And then we'll thaw 1 container. Container, is that a good word? we'll thaw one container at a time when we need it. But like I said, this small quantity will probably just stay in the fridge because it's not that much. I need a bowl. Searching for everything. Yeah. Okay, bowl. And I'm gonna need some strainers. And, oh man, I don't know where that is. I need some, I don't know what it's called in English. I'm gonna Google it. Cheesecloth. Or something like that. Yeah, I usually strain the whole thing once it's blended all together. I usually strain it in a cheesecloth on top of a strainer. We squeeze it really good, but I don't know where my cheesecloths are. Damn. Where would a cheesecloth be packed? Anyways, I'll put some water in this. I just cover it about an inch above the ginger. It's, yeah, I put like 1.5 inches, but whatever. Then I don't measure anything. I'm sorry, but you just do you. You can't mess this up. I mean, I guess it's about 1/4 of a cup, and then some turmeric. Oops. A good tablespoon. This is all stuff that is so good for you. Of course, real lemon juice. Well, it is real, but I mean, freshly squeezed lemon juice would be even better. But I don't have any. We don't grow lemons in Canada, so. Honey. I put about a bit less than 1/4 of a cup, I guess. Okay. How is honey so good? Like, oh. There's never one day that I don't appreciate honey. And the bees and their hard work. Okay. I'll blend this up. What the hell? Oh no, it's broken. Okay, well, whatever. I'll blend this up. I just blend it up until there's no like super big chunks left. I think this is good. Oh, it smells so good. Like, who discovered ginger? Like, how would you, I don't know. I have stupid questions every day. I'm gonna go check Negan if I can find cheesecloth. Maybe I could just take a towel or something if I don't find it. It's just I don't really want to mess up towels because everything becomes very yellow forever once you use it for ginger shots. There's a random box here and it says vacuum sealer and accessories. So we'll see. I'll put you here. Oh my god, they're right there. Are you kidding me? That was a lucky guess. Wow. First box I try. Okay. Cheesecloth. I could have taken just a what is this? A towel? Does this have a dishcloth? Does this have a name? Anyways, but I have cheesecloth. It's even better. Okay. And you just strain it. Make sure you have a strainer under your cheesecloth. Should I blend this more? Oh no, it's good. Oh man, it smells so good. I'm gonna be annoying with this, by the way, like on this channel. I always smell stuff. I have a very sensitive nose and I smell things all the time. And this pulp, I guess you could call it, the ginger pulp left. I don't throw this away. I'll show you what I do with it after. It's so good. I'll taste a ginger shot right now to see if they're more potent than usual for Phil. Ooh. Oh man, this is strong. Oh. I think he's gonna love that. Woo. Okay, usually Phil is the one doing that part, but he's shoveling snow right now, so I'll try his trick. He usually just takes a spoon, wooden spoon. I'm not sure how he does this. I guess it's like this. It's usually a teamwork thing. He's the muscle and I'm the ingredient measurer. But yeah, there's a lot of wasted nutrients in the pulp. If you get rid of it, it's throwing money in the garbage, throwing beneficial ingredients in the garbage, I feel like. You can use scraps, like all the scraps, the kitchen scraps you get, you can use that. Like when I like can peppers and I have to skin them because the skin doesn't really can well. I keep the skins, I dehydrate them, and then I powder them and I use them in sauces or anything. Same thing for tomato skins. Like all the salsa I did this past the last fall. I kept all the skins because you remove the skins from the tomatoes because you don't want to can tomato skins because the texture is gross. So I kept all of these skins. I didn't waste them. I dehydrated them in the oven and in a dehydrator. You don't even need a dehydrator, just do it in the oven. It works great. And then I use this to thicken sauces. Oh, I have a big dust cloud. Oh man, it smells incredible. This is all Roma tomatoes. So I've got some dried tomato skins. And it does pretty much the same thing as tomato paste. It can thicken sauces or just give a super good tomato flavor to stuff. And it's packed with nutrients in there in the skins. I grew these tomatoes myself, so I know there's no pesticides on them. I know some people don't eat the skins because of the pesticides when you buy them in stores. But yeah, I grew those, so I know that they're organic. I think I squeezed about what I was able to squeeze. Phil would probably be able to get more. I'm not super strong when it comes to my hands. I've got weak artist hands. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at this. I don't know if I can show you this properly. Shoot. Look at this beautiful yellow. Oh. And like every food color has like benefits. Like red food are good for your heart, you know, stuff like this. I don't remember what yellow foods are good for, but I'm gonna go ahead and say immunity. I don't know. You can Google it, but I love seeing color in food. Okay, there's a cat hair in there, of course, obviously. I'm gonna keep this pulp and I'll show you what I do with it. Well, you probably guessed that I dehydrate it because I talked about dehydrating skins. But yeah, basically I just dehydrate it. And I'll show you what I use it for after. You see, like, all of this is full of nutrients. It's packed with some good stuff that the earth grew for you. So don't waste it. I mean, unless you're not going to use it, then I guess compost it, but you can use it. Okay, let's do a second batch. Maybe this will last us 2 weeks. That'd be cool. 'Tis the season to get the flu and colds. And everybody got sick but us. We work very hard on our immune system in the winter to not get sick because we don't want to miss work. Yeah, that's gonna be a smaller batch. Okay. Lemon. Oh, can you see Phil in the window? He's such a good worker. Okay. That might be a lot of lemon juice. Turmeric. I heard that like too much turmeric isn't good for you, for the liver, I think. I'm not sure. Of course, if you've got health issues, always look into using natural products. You wouldn't want that to interfere with medication or anything, of course. Do you guys always wash your honey jar once you're done with it? I hate grabbing a jar that is sticky. I don't know what thing is with sticky stuff, but I hate touching it. I'll give Phil a ginger shot. It's gonna keep him warm a bit. If you've ever had ginger shots, I don't know if the ones that you buy in store taste the same. I have no idea. I'm guessing it does. I'm guessing it just tastes like ginger. But once you like drink a shot, it's like, it's so strong and so warm. It's amazing. What? C'est bon? Correct? Okay, good. Okay, it's approved. He thought it was very spicy. You ask for strong, that's what you get. Okay, that was a good amount for only under 2 pounds. I'm impressed. Especially the fact that I made it stronger. Okay, they can all fit in one. Ginger shots stain a lot. They stain everything. Well, the turmeric stains everything. So with white counters, I'm gonna try to be careful. Yay, I got a lot of pulp now. That's cool. So you can have two products with the same recipe. Wow, Phil is on fire with the shoveling. Look at this. He made a path. And like he's he's being smart about this. He's trying to remove the snow that's against the house so that when it melts in the spring, because here in Canada, by the way, snow doesn't leave. I heard in other countries that it snows and then the snow leaves and there's no more snow, and then it snows again. It stays for a couple days and then it leaves. Here it doesn't leave, just so everyone knows. It snows and then the temperatures are freezing, so it just stays and it just accumulates all winter, and then in the spring it melts all at the same time. So yeah, we're trying to avoid having too much water in the basement, because if you've seen other videos, we've had a tiny bit of water, like just 2 puddles in the basement. One day that it was like in January, we had like 1 week where it was hot, like it was like 5 or 6 degrees Celsius. And yeah, we've had like 2 puddles. We are calling this week or next week for estimates on, like, with companies to see how it would cost to repair our foundation and add some drainage. Yeah, so anyways, all this to say that Phil is on fire with the shoveling. So this will make it so that there's less chances of water infiltration to keep the snow away from the house like this. And he's shoveling the deck. We moved in the winter, obviously, so nothing was shoveled and nothing was how we would have done it, obviously. So next year we'll be able to keep up with the shoveling. It's just now we have to like catch up on the old owner, what they didn't do. Good job. I love this man. Such a good person. Let's go find my dehydrator together. Dehydrator. I see it on the box. Right there. Of course it has to be the bottom box. Where do I put you guys? Can you see? Like this? Okay, it's good. These are the shelves I was talking about. I have 3. I think I'd like a 4th one, like here. We will see what the budget permits. Such a mess down here. I can't wait to place everything. It's my favorite part. I love organization. And I can't do it right now. It's so annoying. Where do I put this? Rings. We always have too many rings, right? How do you guys, for the ones who can, where do you guys store, or how do you store your rings? I put them on a rope like this. This is the regular mouth, and these are wide mouth. I prefer wide mouth because my hand fits into the jar, so that's why I have a lot. But how do you store them? I just put them on a rope, and then I put them on hooks or something. But if anyone has a better trick on how to store them, I would really, really like to know. Ooh. Dehydrator. Oh. Broke the box. Okay, I could just do it in the oven like I was saying, but I feel like there's a lot. Well, there's not that much. I could just do it in there, but whatever. I got my dehydrator out so I guess I guess we'll just do it with the dehydrator. You can't even see me. We got an automatic garbage, and every time we walk by, it opens. It's funny. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna need all of these levels. You can get these things, these trays for the dehydrator. That's one thing I don't like about round dehydrators. I don't really use these because I just have one, or I have this one that's more for liquids, but it doesn't work well. Like I've made fruit leathers with this and it just sticks on it. And when you use parchment paper, you can just cut the paper and eat the fruit leather directly on the paper. So I prefer parchment, but I wish I got a square dehydrator so that I could just put a parchment sheet in there and not have to cut it. You want like the airflow to airflow in the dehydrator, so you want to cut the middle. I could just fold this also. You guys see what I'm doing? I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm not super good at filming and stuff. And you know what? Anyways, I really want to keep this channel more raw because that's just the type of person I am. I'm not too crazy about full editing and... Oh, this, by the way, is what your rag or cheesecloth is gonna look like after. I use them a couple of times until they get holes, like bigger holes, then they don't really serve the purpose anymore, so I throw them out. But I feel like even when there's holes, you could maybe do something with it. I don't know. Does anyone keep their cheesecloth once it's like full of holes, or am I just being a cheapskate? I don't know. Anyways, I should have done more than one at a time, but whatever. That's just what I did. Ginger shot pulp. While you're dehydrating it, obviously you're gonna lose a bit of nutrients in it, but there's still some amount left, and it's still worth dehydrating it, in my opinion. I really, really, really hate waste. I don't like it. Plus, like, food is expensive right now. I don't know if it's everywhere in the world, but Canada right now is crazy. People are having a hard time eating right now, so I wish the whole world could just be one and we could just help each other out. Okay, this is one rack. Okay, so I finished with 3 levels, so I think it's a good amount of ginger pulp. I'll plug this in and this will go on for hours. I have no idea how many hours. I'm guessing, I don't know, 10 to 15 hours? No idea. It's gonna run all night. I'll put it around the lowest, the 35 to 40 maybe. That's 95 to 105 Fahrenheit. And I'll show you what I use it for. So I think I have some, oh yeah, it's right there. So this is some old ginger pulp. Well, old. It's from our last batch of ginger shots. And what I use it for is actually just tea. You waited all this time just to know that it's going into tea. But yeah, I have these little tea things, or any way you're doing your loose teas. I put a bit of ginger and then whatever I feel like having on that day, maybe a bit of chamomile. This is my chamomile that I grew this year. I'm so happy it's the first time I grew it. I also keep, when I make cranberry juice, I also keep the cranberry pulp from that because you do it the same way, you squeeze it, and I keep the pulp from that and dehydrate it, and I put this in my teas also. It does lose a bit of its nutrients, but it's still nutrients. So, oh, I didn't start it. I'll put these ginger shots into containers. I don't know how many containers it's gonna make, whatever. But yeah, I'll show you what I mean by like it's important to mix it, because look at how it settles in the bottom. It's actually kind of pretty. Isn't this spoon rest really cute? It's a ravioli. Alright, I ended up with a lot more than I thought. So that's pretty cool. It's like not even 2 pounds and we have 6 containers. Deli containers. That's what they're called, I think. I was searching for the word earlier. My mom would be like, don't use plastic, but this will not be heated, so it's okay, it's safe. It's like kind of the deli containers that they use in restaurants. It's just for, you can like stack them really easily in the freezer, so I really like these. I think I'll keep 2 in the fridge for this week, and I'll freeze the other ones. Usually I date them also, but there's not a lot, so we'll drink these pretty quick, so I won't do that. The elderberry syrup recipe I do is from this book here, it's Forgotten Home Apothecary. So if you have it, if you don't, I'll just share the recipe. Okay. In case you didn't know this, it's important to leave a lot of air in your containers before you freeze them, because liquids will expand. So you don't want any leakage, especially if you freeze in mason jars. You need like almost half of air. Okay, what am I looking for? Elderberry syrup. Oh, immune boosting elderberry syrup. Page 194. 194. Oh yeah, I had a printed recipe here. Okay. Oh, turmeric golden milk. I have to try this too. It's kind of like a ginger shot, but warm in some warm milk. It's just turmeric, black pepper, honey, a pinch of cinnamon. And my dad adds a bit of cardamom also. Oh, and some ginger. It sounds good. It sounds like a ginger shot, but in hot milk. Okay, but the elderberry syrup is what we're doing. Okay. I'm just gonna reread this because I only make it about once a year, so... Well, actually I made it 2 times this year. Or 2025. I guess it's my first 2026 one. Got everything. So basically the recipe is, oh my god. I fell down the stairs at the apartment because there was a lot of snow and it was slippery, and I think I broke some bones in my elbow. Oh, no, that hurt. Okay, so yeah, the recipe is 1 cup of dried black elderberries, 2 cups of fresh spring water, 2 cinnamon sticks, 1 tablespoon of whole cloves, 3 slices of ginger root, and half a cup of raw local honey. So first, prepare the elderberries. Rinse the dried black elderberries thoroughly under cold water and put them in a medium-sized pot. Okay, this is rinsed. Boil the berries. Add the 2 cups of fresh spring water to the pot with the elderberries. Bring the mixture to a boil, then reduce the heat to a simmer. Allow it to simmer for about 30 minutes until the liquid is reduced by half. You're so lucky you get to see my unpacked mess. Okay, so we'll bring this to a boil. I think I'll cover it. Pretty easy recipe. I think I have time to make ice cream while this is coming to a boil and simmering for 30 minutes. Because I'm not the type to watch water boil. Okay, this has been simmering for 30 minutes. It did reduce by about half. Next is add the 2 cinnamon sticks. One, 2. One tablespoon of whole cloves, which I think is about what's left in this little jar. I hope I have more than this. 1 tablespoon. Oh, I love this smell so much. And 3 slices of ginger root. I don't know what 3 slices is. I just took all my ginger for the ginger shots, so I'll just pretend that this is 2 slices, and this is the 3rd slice. There we go. This is a dehydrated ginger, by the way. Continue to simmer for an additional 20 to 30 minutes, and then you remove, you strain. Okay. I don't really like the smell of the elderberries when it's cooking. It has a certain smell, but the taste is good. So between 20 and 30 minutes, so I'll just do a timer for 25. And we'll let this reduce for another 25 minutes. A little note, you do not want to consume raw elderberries. They always have to be cooked. I don't remember what it does. I don't know if it's toxic or something. I think it just hurts your stomach and makes you vomit or something. Does it say it here? Oh, there you go. Never consume raw or unprocessed elderberries as they can cause cyanide poisoning symptoms. Oh. Including nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and in severe cases, respiratory distress. Okay. And I don't know if I said what elderberry syrup is good for. It's actually pretty much the same thing, almost, as the ginger shots. It's for the immune system. So we take it about every day. Like when you feel like you're kind of coming up with something, you take a couple, like, I think it's like a tablespoon every day. You don't want to take too much of this, then you're not sick. I'm not a herbalist or whatever. Like I said earlier, don't take my word for all of this, but this is just from my personal experience. We never get sick, and knock on wood, I say this, and this is the time I'm gonna get sick. Knock on wood. But yeah, it works magic, and nature provides it to you, so you don't need to be buying the chemical stuff from the pharmacies, unless you have issues, health issues, obviously. It smells better now with the cinnamon. Oh, stencil is locked. All right, I'll let this simmer for 25 minutes. All right, this has simmered for another 25 minutes. Remove the pot from the heat and allow it to cool for a few minutes. Then strain the liquid through a fine mesh strainer or cheesecloth into a clean glass container and discard the liquids. That's one thing. I've tried to reuse the scraps because, like I said earlier, I really hate waste. And it did a very, very bitter elderberry syrup. And yeah, it didn't taste good. All the nutrients, like there's not much left in the second batch if you reuse them. So that's one thing that I'm not keeping the solids. Okay, so I'll let this cool for a few minutes. I'll leave it here. And then I think it says next, when it's cooled to a lukewarm temperature, then you add half a cup of honey. I'm guessing it's so that the hot doesn't destroy the good properties in the honey. Stencil is having zoomies. Stir until the honey is completely dissolved. You can also add a splash of lemon juice for an extra vitamin C boost. To store, transfer the elderberry syrup to a glass jar with a lid. Store it in the refrigerator. Label and date, blah, blah, blah. Okay. One time I made elderberry syrup, and I guess I didn't read the whole thing. Or I think I didn't have this book yet. I'm not sure. But I didn't know you had to refrigerate it, and I left it on the counter. And we drank from it, or like took a tablespoon from it. Took a tablespoon from it every morning, and then at one point it started bubbling, and it was fermenting. And I was like, "Is this a good type of fermenting or a bad type of fermenting?" And it tasted a bit off. Phil just said, like, "I'm not taking any, I don't trust this." And I was like, "Yeah, fermentation is good for you. Yeah, I'll take some." And then I googled it, and apparently it's not supposed to ferment, and it's not good at all. So I learned from my mistakes, and now I refrigerate it. I think 2 months in the refrigerator is fine. Usually it's 2 or 3 months. So I think it'll be fine. Okay, so I'll let this cool, and I'll go eat my supper or dinner, whatever, how you guys call it. All right. Oh yeah, and this pulp, by the way, is still in the. It's still drying, by the way. So I think it's gonna take about 10 hours. I didn't look at like what time I started it. Oh my god, can you just... There you go. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on this, like the amount of time it took. I got distracted. I was drawing for tomorrow's client, and I forgot I was doing this, so The elderberry syrup is a bit too cold now to put in the honey. It's not gonna like dissolve in it, so I put it back on the stove just for like a minute or two, just so that it becomes a little bit warm, and I'll do this. Oops. Okay, it's like kind of room temp, a little bit warmer. So now I'll strain it. You'll see it doesn't make a lot. It feels like such a waste to throw all of this out. I hate it. I have to not see it as waste and more like I got all the nutrients out of it. That's what I should tell myself. I got everything I could from it. Okay. So I'll put the honey. That's it. We'll stir until the honey is completely dissolved. You can also add lemon juice. Oh yeah, I'll do that. All right. And then, oh yeah, this stains. I don't want it on my counter. All right, and I'll strain it again into a mason jar. Woo! It's like perfect amount. There you go, that's it. I should taste it actually, right? Yeah, it's good. It's a little bit bitter. I think I left it a bit too long in there, but like I said, I forgot about it. All right, well, that's it for me today. I think this was a pretty productive afternoon, I guess, night. If ever you are interested in this book, I really recommend it. I'm not sponsored or no links or anything. I just really like it. There's so much stuff in there. I want to thank everyone for watching. I know that this is a different kind of video than what I've been posting on this channel, but this is pretty much where it's heading. So let me know in the comments if this is content you like, and don't forget to subscribe because it does help and it's free. And I'm gonna taste this ice cream. It's not completely set, it's a bit soft, but it's so good. I could have put a bit more honey, but I can always pour honey on it. I love it. Yum. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye. All right, it's the next morning and it's about 8 o'clock, so it took about 15 hours. I think maybe it could have been a bit less, but I was sleeping, so maybe 12 hours, just for curiosity if someone is interested in knowing that. So this is gonna go in a jar and we'll use it to make some tea.